a silent theft in Paris. At the Musée d'Orsay, a private gala is interrupted by a flawlessly executed art heist. A priceless Monet disappears without a single alarm triggered. Surveillance shows only a shadow. The French authorities whisper one name: Thomas Crown, the billionaire thief who vanished years ago. The reintroduction of Thomas Crown. The story cuts to the Amalfi Coast, where Thomas lives quietly, restoring vintage yachts. He denies involvement in the Paris theft, but a subtle smile hints he's not as retired as he seems. Crown's craving for challenge still burns beneath the calm exterior. Enter Elena Vasquez. Elena Vasquez, a world-renowned insurance investigator, is brought in. Brilliant, relentless, and known for cracking impossible cases, she immediately suspects Crown. She studies his older heists like a scientist studying art. She prepares to confront him. The first confrontation. Elena meets Thomas at a secluded marina. The conversation is calm, but charged with tension. She tells him plainly, "You stole the Monet." Thomas replies with equal confidence, "If I had, you would never find proof." Elena realizes she is up against a mind that thrives on games. The Shadow Organization. Elena discovers evidence that the Paris heist was not Thomas's signature style. Instead, another secretive group of elite thieves known as the Vesper Circle may be framing him. Crown becomes strangely interested. Someone playing in his arena is an insult he can't ignore. A dangereux alliance. Thomas proposes an uneasy partnership with Elena. They work together to find the stolen Monet, each with their own motives. Elena suspects he knows more than he says, but she needs his access to the underground art world. The game begins. Infiltrating the black auction. The duo infiltrates a secret black market auction held beneath an abandoned opera house in Vienna. Thomas uses old connections to pass as a buyer while Elena poses as a historian. They discover the Monet is set to be sold to a private Russian oligarch. The auction goes wrong. Just as Thomas prepares to outbid the buyers using forged offshore accounts, masked mercenaries invade, stealing the artwork and killing any witnesses. Elena and Thomas barely escape through backstage tunnels. The heist within a heist forces them to rethink the entire conspiracy. The Vesper leader revealed. Through encrypted contacts, Thomas identifies the mercenaries' employer, Lucien Marchand, a former rival thief believed dead. Once obsessed with outdoing Thomas Crown, Lucien has now formed the Vesper Circle to dominate global art crime. Thomas admits the truth. Elena confronts Thomas after catching him secretly tracking Marchand for years. Thomas confesses he didn't steal the Monet, but Marchand stole something else from him long ago. This mission is personal. Elena begins to question whether she's chasing justice or enabling vengeance. Seduction of the mind. A psychological cat-and-mouse game intensifies between Elena and Thomas. Their chemistry grows, but Elena refuses to trust him fully. Thomas plans the entire next step like a mastermind moving chess pieces, while Elena begins predicting his moves with surprising accuracy. The break-in at Marchand's fortress. Thomas and Elena infiltrate Marchand's private island fortress on the Adriatic Sea. Using underwater drones, heat signature cloaking, and a synchronized dual infiltration, they reach the vaults. Inside, they find dozens of stolen masterpieces, including the Monet. Betrayal in the vault. Just as they retrieve the Monet, Marchand arrives with armed guards. He reveals shocking information. Thomas once destroyed Marchand's greatest heist, costing him everything. The entire framing of Crown is revenge. Elena is stunned. She had no idea of Thomas's dark past. The chase through the island. A high-stakes pursuit erupts through the jungle-covered island. Thomas uses hidden escape routes from old heist plans he memorized. Elena saves Thomas from a sniper, proving she's no longer just an investigator. She is now part of his game. Sacrifice at the cliffside. Cornered on a cliff overlooking violent waves, Thomas pretends to surrender to buy Elena time. She realizes he is trying to sacrifice himself. Before Marchand can execute him, Elena detonates a remote charge earlier planted during infiltration, causing chaos and giving them an escape. The Grand Deception. Back on the mainland, Elena discovers Thomas swapped the Monet with an indistinguishable replica during the escape. Furious, she accuses him of manipulating the entire mission to steal the real painting for himself. Thomas's final gambit. Thomas reveals the truth. The real Monet was never for him. He had arranged for it to be anonymously returned to the museum days ago. He kept the replica so Marchand's organization would continue chasing a fake. Elena realizes Crown outplayed everyone, including her. The fall of Marchand. Interpol raids Marchand's operations using evidence Elena gathered. The Vesper Circle collapses. Marchand escapes custody temporarily, but Thomas secretly tips off authorities with encrypted coordinates, ensuring his rival is caught once and for all. A goodbye, or a beginning? Elena prepares to return to her agency. Thomas invites her to stay, hinting he's ready for a life beyond heists. She hesitates. The line between hunter and accomplice is blurred. They share a moment that feels like both a farewell and an invitation. The final twist. In the final scene, Elena receives an anonymous package, a vintage compass engraved with Thomas Crown's initials, and a note. Every game deserves a worthy opponent. She smiles knowingly. The chase between them is far from over, and the next heist is already in motion.